Crispy flounder, mango salsa, and avocado crema tacos. It doesn't get any better than this. When it comes to fish, flounder is my absolute favorite. This recipe is so easy to follow. To begin, we are just going to lay our flounder in a strainer. Sometimes there's some excess water, so we're just going to make sure that they are dried out. On top of our flounder, we're going to pour in a little bit of mustard so our batter can stick. Massage this into your flounder until it is fully coated. Now, some people do use flour or panko, which I have done before, and I'll link that video down below. I did a panko beer batter, but this time we are going to use this Uncle Buck's Hot. We picked this up at Bass Pro Shop, so we're going to add about half of the container into our bowl. Now, I realized at this point I probably should have cut my flounder before I put the mustard, but that is totally fine. We are just going to cut our flounder into little squares or as big as you want. You could definitely fry the entire flounder fillet if you would like to, but serving 3 people, we wanted to cut it up so it'd be easier for our daughter to eat. Once cut up, we are just going to move our flounder into our Uncle Buck seasoning and then to just mix it all together. You definitely don't want to add all of your flounder into the seasoning at one time because it can get crowded. While we were mixing this together, we were just heating up our oil. Once that is ready, we are just gently placing in our flounder into the oil, making sure not to splash. Be very careful with this step, especially if you've never fried before. It's super easy, you just always want to be cautious. If you're not making the mango salsa or the avocado crema, we are all done, but this just makes the tacos so much better. For our crema, we're using 2 ripe avocados and 1 bunch of cilantro that I am not going to chop up. I'm just taking off the stems because we will be adding all of this to a food processor. Cut 1 lime, and then we will be using 2 scoops of sour cream. I've made this crema so many times. I have a short if you want to check that out. I'll also leave that one down below. But basically just add everything into the blender and then squeeze on our lime and give this a good mix. Now, I did realize after I blended it all together that I did forget to put the 2 cloves of garlic. So put your 2 cloves of garlic in before you mix everything together. Once it's to the consistency that you would like, I just set this to the side. For our mango salsa, I have 1 mango that I am just going to dice up. It does not have to be super big chunks. The smaller, the better. Then we are going to move on to the cilantro. I just cut up half of a bunch of cilantro and I'm going to leave the other half for the toppings of the tacos. Add that into your mango, and then for our onion, I'm using a purple onion, about 1/4 of a cup or so. I got pretty messy with it, so just, move on from that part. I usually use a Roma tomato, but this is just a regular tomato that I just cut in half. Again, dicing that kind of small into little chunks, adding that right into the mango. I've also used Rotel before, so if you have a Rotel on hand instead of a tomato, you could definitely use that. It is going to add a little bit of a different flavor to this, but that's perfectly fine. Then just squeeze on top the juice of a half of a lime and your mango salsa is ready to go. Back to our flounder. Once it is nice and crispy, you definitely don't want to overcook it, but I like mine extra crispy. We are just going to remove it from our hot oil and place it into a bowl with a napkin. That way it can catch all the grease. So we're just going to assemble our taco. It's super easy. Just add your avocado crema on the bottom alongside that mango salsa. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a little bit different than what I usually do, but it is flounder season and your girl has been craving it. But if you do need some more dinner ideas, check out this video here and I will catch you guys there.